You know what's bad? Recommending a favorite horror film to a new friend and they're like, eh. But you know what's worse? Buying something online and then finding out you could have gotten it for way less. You know, that happens to me once, and then I'm just thinking every time that I shop, I'm just overpaying. So luckily, now I have Honey. It's a free browser extension that saves you money by scanning over 20,000 internet sites like Amazon and Target for coupon codes and other discounts for when you're shopping online. And then it automatically applies the biggest savings to your cart at checkout for you. Saving money with Honey for me feels like having a helpful non-corporeal companion. Or a friendly ghost shopper, if one will. I chronically lose headphones, but thanks to Honey, I was able to save $5 off a pair of headphones that I really enjoy. So it was almost like I didn't lose them to begin with. So listen, there's really no reason not to use Honey. It's free to use. It installs to your computer in just 2 clicks. And you can get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/ss. That's joinhoney.com/ss.
Hey, I'm Sapphire.
Want to hear something scary? The Vampire of Serbia. Did you know that one of the only words in the Serbian language that is used globally is vampire? It comes from vampire. Many cultures have their own variation of a vampire, but the word itself comes from Serbia, as does today's story, inspired by a submission from Alex. In the mountains of Serbia in the 1700s lived a man in a watermill. His name was Sava Savanovic. He was a gaunt, pale, hermit-like man, rarely seen in the daytime. Villagers would come to get flour from the mill, but never stayed long, as rumor had it that those who visited the mill never returned. One morning, a customer entered the mill to find Sava dead, with 2 unusual bloody spots on his neck. When the villagers moved his body, a yellow butterfly crawled out his mouth and flew away. The authorities investigated the scene, but the culprit was never found. After Sava was buried, the watermill was abandoned. The villagers said it was cursed. Many years passed, and a poor young man named Strahinia fell in love with Radoika, the daughter of a wealthy landowner named Sivan. Sivan forbade Radoika to marry Strahinia because he could not trust that this penniless young man could support his daughter. But Strahinia was determined to prove himself to Sivan. If he could get the local abandoned mill up and running again, he too could become a wealthy man. "My dear," Radoika begged, "I know that you're trying to win my father over, but that mill is dangerous. It isn't worth it." Strahinia looked deep into her eyes. "You are worth it." So Strahinia reopened the abandoned mill. Business was slow at first, but the villagers, desperate for a way to make bread, started trickling in to buy grain. Little by little, his business grew, as did Strahinia's confidence. But even so, he was still fearful of the old legends of the place, so he slept in a small windowless room that he padlocked each night, his gun always within reach. Every night, the inside of the mill would rattle as if someone was rummaging around. He was terrified. As soon as he was married, he would abandon the mill, he thought. Strahinia continued working while secretly planning his marriage. But each night, the rattling returned, growing closer to his door. Until one night, the door itself was rattling. On the eve of their wedding, the pounding was so hard, the door flung open, and a tall, gaunt man looked down at Strahinia, who took aim with his gun. "Who are you?" demanded Strahinia. The man smiled.
"Who are you? You are trespassing in my home."
Strahinia couldn't believe it. It was Sava. The man leapt on top of him, and he fired at his chest. Sava screeched an unholy noise and flew up to the rafters out of the mill. Worried villagers arrived as Strahinia exited in a panic. Sava was here!" An elder led Strahinia to a graveyard. There lay the old tombstone of Sava Savanovic, but the earth above his grave was loose. Strahinia dug up the dirt, revealing the coffin. They pried it open, and there, in the moonlight, with a fresh bullet wound through his chest. "How do we kill an undying man?" the villagers murmured. "We hold him here forever," Strahinia replied as he took a metal spike from his overcoat and hammered it down through the corpse's chest. Sava's eyes flew open, his mouth agape. The villagers reeled back as a yellow butterfly slowly climbed out of Sava's mouth and took off into the night sky. Strahinia returned to his dear Radoka's home to share the good news. As he opened her bedroom door, he noticed her window was left open. In flew the yellow butterfly. It landed on her sleeping lips and climbed its way inside her mouth. Strahinia ran to get the butterfly out, but it was too late. Radoka's eyes fluttered open. Her warm smile turned to a devilish grin, revealing 2 sharp teeth in the pale moonlight. She sank her fangs into Strahinia's neck. And now, they would finally be together. Thank you to all of our patrons. If you'd like to join our VIP program, visit patreon.com/snarled.
Hello, my dark darlings. My favorite season fall is finally here. So I'm not telling you how to live your life, but I save a lot of money on secondhand clothes so that I have more money to really enjoy myself on my nights out. So if you love brand clothing, they have over 35,000 brands like Coach, White House Black Market, Anthropology, and so many more. Also, the quality is there. Some clothing has arrived with the tag still on. Not to mention that I love to closet cosplay and give homages to classic horror costumes with like statement pieces. And I saved 20% off on these killer Calvin Klein shoes thanks to my favorite online thrift store, ThredUp. It's such a perfect fit for my fashion meets economical tendencies. So for a limited time, ThredUp is offering Something Scary listeners a special deal for an extra 30% off your first order when you go to thredup.com/SS. That's on top of the already low prices, so hurry up and take advantage. That's thredup.com/SS. thredup.com/SS for an extra 30% off. Terms apply.
Want more Something Scary? You can hear more stories over on the Something Scary podcast, available for free on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. The links are in the description below. If you'd like to submit a story, send me an email at somethingscary@snarled.com. Like and share this video if it gave you the chills. And don't forget to subscribe to Snarled and turn on the bell for notifications. And if you dare, follow me on social media. Until next time, sweet dreams.